in corner forward now, it would appear. Across to the far side of the field to Brian Barco. The ball is beaten away and it comes to Sean Finley for the Shamrocks, 30 yards out of his own goal. He clears the ball up to Paul Phelan. He's tussling with Stephen Huerty. But it's Sean Finley clearing for the Shamrocks. Only up to Stephen Seamus Grace, trying to clear the ball 45 metres out of his own goal. He nudges on a little, but Eugene Byrne hacks it back for the Clara team. Stephen Huerty and Tom Ryan. In comes Tommy Phelan for the Shamrocks. Free against a Clara man. And it will be a free out for the Shamrocks. Clara player on the ground, Stephen Huerty. No, in fact, the referee is hopping the ball in. And from it, it's Mick Fenley for the Shamrocks. Sends them attacking up to this corner. Here's Sean Reid for the Shamrocks along the ground into Brendan Fenley. Oh, lovely flick on, but unfortunately he sent it the wrong way. The ball hasn't gone wide. Everyone thought it was gone wide. It has now, has it? Yes, the ball has gone wide. It practically stopped on the line. The players thought it was going, and then they decided to make a run for it. But a lovely flick from Brendan Fenley. Unfortunately, no one following on. Mick Fenley is going in full forward. Well, it's hard to know where anybody is playing at the moment. He's going in corner forward, I think, and Brendan Fenley may be coming out. We'll follow the play anyway. There's players playing all out of position now at the moment. Paul Phelan for the Shamrocks, beaten. It comes to Tom Ryan for Clara, sends them attacking up to Harry Ryan. Harry jumps, catches the ball, he's clear, he's going through, he takes a shot to goal. Oh, that was a marvellous goal there, Noel.
That goal came from good work by Tom Ryan and the half-back line. Harry caught it very well and buried it. I say the next move you'll see on the team will be Kevin coming from the goal.
Clara player on the ground, Shamrocks player in trouble. It's 2-10 for Clara, 16 points, 4-3 for Shamrocks, 15 points to the Shamrocks player in trouble. Johnny Ryan, the Clara centre-back, is on the ground. Harry Ryan is now top of the right, as I suggested, in a change with Anthony Prendergast, who's right half forward. But Harry jumped that time, caught the ball beautifully, went through, split the defence in two, and Kevin Fenley really had no chance. Liam Fenley being very sternly spoken to by Dinny Butler, the referee, but he's still on the field. Johnny Ryan is still on the ground, but Clara have taken a lead of 1 point. We have about 13 minutes of this game left. Noel, could we see a surprise?
Well, I suppose at the moment the way Clara are playing, they'd have a great chance. There was about 10 minutes spell there, Tom, and the hurling wasn't brilliant and there wasn't many scores coming. But Tom Ryan, who is playing very well all the time, started a great movement and was finished very well by Harry. It won't surprise me to see Kevin coming out with a goal shortly and coming into the forward line.
Liam Fenley has gone centre half forward. Mick Fenley full forward. Paddy Pendergast takes the free for Clara to Lester Ryan. Hand passes it, but the ball is knocked away from him by Ger Fenley. Ger Fenley clears the ball and sends the Shamrocks attacking up here to this corner. Brendan comes out 45 metres out from the Clara goal. Lets it roll on to Liam. Liam playing centre half forward now. Free for Clara. Liam Fenley got the ball that time, fouled the ball. Referee blew for a free for Clara. Liam Fenley is now centre half forward, as I said. Mick Fenley is full forward. This free is taken by Johnny Ryan on his own 45 metres line. Sends the ball into the centre. Eugene Byrne and Ger Fenley goes past the totem to Stephen Huerty for Clara. Rounds his man is Sean Fenley going along the far side of the field. Harry Ryan gets in his way. Harry Ryan gets the ball. Comes to Ger Fenley for the Shamrocks. Ball block knocked away from him. Wide swinging there, free for Clara. Game getting a little bit ragged, Noel.
Yes, it is, Tom. There's a bit of pulling and dragging coming into it now, and it's not good for the game, really. But Shamrocks are beginning to foul a little bit more than they usually used, and it's not the best thing for the Shamrocks at this stage to be doing this, like, you know.
About 11 minutes left, not counting injury time. Lester Ryan to take this very important free with Clara 1 point ahead. 30 metres out. Practically in front of the post, and he's put it wide. Yes, he sent it wide. Oh, that could be a costly miss, Noel.
I think Clara could be throwing chances away now, and there are at least 2 or 3 very, very vital frees and, being struck wide for Clara.
Shamrocks on the attack. Down comes the ball. Seamus Grace, the sub who came on not so long ago, sends the ball into the centre. But Kevin Ryan playing a great game for Clara, gets the ball, he's fouled, and it's a free out for Clara. Well, there's no doubt about it. Clara really believe they can win this game now if they can just keep their heads and take whatever chances come their way. Johnny Ryan sends the ball up, Lester pulls. Ball tipped away from Liam Long. Here's Brian Barkoff, sends the ball into the centre for Clara, but there's a Shamrocks man running onto it. Ball knocked away from him. Cleared up the field. Johnny Ryan back for Clara. Very near the sideline. Clears the ball up this sideline, very near it once again. It's gone out over this time, and it will be a sideline ball for the Shamrocks.
That's Tom, we were talking about Tom Ryan having a blinder. In the second half, you can talk about Kevin Ryan having a blinder.
Liam Long has gone back. Is it corner back? I think he's gone too. And well, there's switches all over both sides. It's hard to know where players are playing. The Shamrocks are on the attack. Brendan Fenley has been fouled. It's a free in for the Shamrocks. Yes, Liam Long has gone corner back. Frank Houlihan is full back, and Watty Phelan is corner back. Sean Fenley is centre back now, and Ger Fenley has sent this one wide. Well, I suppose knowing if they can do it at one end, it can be done at the other as well. Ger sent that one wide.
I said that'll be a relief for Leicester after Ger sent that one wide, but I would say Ger's a little bit more awkward than Leicester's.
Right, we'll follow the play. We won't worry too much about where particular players are playing. We'll just identify who's hitting the ball at a particular time. The puck out from Liam Ryan with 9 minutes to go. And it's Tom Ryan sending Clara on the attack. Here comes Harry Ryan getting into the game in a big way now. Beaten away by Sean Fenley. Comes to Pat Phelan. But Lester Ryan for Clara, trying to get his shot in. Sends it over to the far side of the field to Anthony Prendergast. Has the ball. Rounds Watty Phelan. Takes a shot. Kevin lets it go wide to the right.
That was another bad wide, Tom. A very, very scoreable position. I'd hate to say that Clara are thrown away at this stage.
They may regret those misses. Kevin Fenley pucks out from the left-hand side. You hear the crowd. They're behind Clara right now. Liam Fenley trying to get past his man. But the ball is broken away by Tom Ryan. Eugene Byrne along the ground misses the first time. Oh, Ger Fenley runs onto it. Takes a shot from the centre of the field. And it's gone wide. The tension is getting to the players, Noel.
And I dare say, with the big crowd Clara have shouting for him, I think it's getting in there on the field to the players, and it's not helping them that much at all now at the moment.
Right, Liam Ryan pucking out. About 7 minutes to go. Here's a sub for Clara coming in. Lester Ryan in the centre of the field, down to this left-hand side. Ball is too fast. Pat Campion won't make it. Yes, the sub coming on, 17 for Clara is Joe Casey, and Pat Campion, I think, is going off. So Joe Casey on for Clara and Pat Campion going off. About 6.5 minutes plus injury time. Liam Long to take this sideline puck 25 metres out from his own goal, this side of the field. Joe Casey on left half forward for Pat Campion. Or corner forward, in fact, it would appear he's playing. Here's the Eugene Byrne for Clara, but Joe Casey hadn't taken up his position, and Liam Long, his opponent, clears that ball. Liam Fenley out on the 65-metre line now, trying to round. Johnny Ryan does send a left-handed shot. Going towards the left of the post. Liam Ryan watches it go about 5 yards wide. Well, both sides missing fair chances at this stage. That admittedly was a long way out, but the ball did hop in front of the goal a few times. No one to pick it up, and the ball trickled out over the line and wide. Liam Ryan for Clara. 2-10 for Clara. That's 16. 4-3 for Shamrocks is 15. Up they go. Stephen Huerty can't get to it, but Eugene Byrne has. Along the ground for the Clara men. Joe Casey pulls. Out comes Frank Houlihan, the full-back for the Shamrocks. Through two players. Ham passes it to Paul Phelan. Paul Phelan right-handed up this side of the field. Brendan Fenley is in under it. So is Michael, his brother. The ball beats both of them. It beats Tommy then. Michael Kelly is going through, but the ball is knocked away from. There's 3 Shamrocks players running for it. Liam Fenley gets there first. 3 out for Clara. Coming up to 25 minutes gone. A free out for Clara from their own 13-metre line. Paddy Prendergast having a good game after a bit of a slow start. A great warrior, Paddy Prendergast, up this side of the field to send Clara into the Shamrocks half. Lester Ryan now hurling all over the field, but it's Seamus Grace for the Shamrocks, cut out by Tommy Shea, the Clara captain. Up this side of the field, a pull by Paul Phelan and Sean Case. Brian Barco, the ball taken off him. It comes to Paul Phelan for the Shamrocks. He loses it over to Sean Reid, sends the ball over to the far side of the field. Michael Kelly running out for it along the ground. Paddy Prendergast for Clara, over his own 45-metre line, up the field, and a good clearance. Sean Fennelly sends the Shamrocks back. Michael Fennelly over the bar for Shamrocks. Well, that's how quick the Shamrocks can come back. Sean Fennelly got that ball on his own 65-metre line, hit the ball. Michael Fennelly got it and put it over the bar as quick as that, Noel.
For the amount of play that Shamrocks are getting in the forward line, they're making more use of it now than Clara. So I dare say that the less chances that Shamrocks get now coming near the end of the game, the better for Clara.
5 minutes to go. 18 is on the Shamrocks team at the moment. Johnny Phelan, we don't know who's gone off. We'll follow the play. They're level anyway, but inside of 5 minutes to go. Here's Joe Casey for Clara. Shot half blocked down. Out comes Watty Phelan. He can't control the ball. Clara going through with Jerry Nolan, but Frank Holohan has the ball coming out. Hand passed it out. It comes to Paul Phelan, 40 metres out from his own goal. Hand passed it out to Tommy Phelan up the far side of the field. Johnny Phelan on the Shamrock. Sean Reid got in top of the left. Is it Michael Kelly has gone off, Noel?
I think it is.
Yes, I don't see Michael Kelly. He was injured there earlier on. Sideline ball for Clara. Over near the far sideline. The ball gone out again. Another one for the Shamrocks this time. Ger Fennelly going to take it. About 4 minutes, 3.5 minutes plus injury time to go. 4-4 is 16, 2-10 is 16. They're locked together. Anyone's game at this stage. The Shamrocks line ball comes in. Brendan Fennelly gets it, comes out, rounds his man. He's over in the far corner, takes a left-handed shot, and it's over the bar. Well, when the scores were acquired in the semi-final, it was the Shamrocks who got them. James Stevens couldn't get them. They're a point ahead. We have about 3 minutes plus injury time to go. Clara once again come looking for an equaliser. Brian Barco into the centre, over Eugene Byrne's head. Tommy Phelan sends the Shamrocks back attacking. Michael Fennelly has it. He's tussling with the full-back. Paddy Prendergast, here comes Brendan Fennelly. It's a goal for the Shamrocks, is it? It's not, it's taken off the line. Back, it's a 65. Oh, that was very nearly being a goal for the Shamrocks.
Chances coming their way now. The Shamrocks are the ones that will take him quicker than Clara. I think Clara lost a lot of chances there midway through the second half. And you must say they got a lot of chances at the time. But for the few chances Shamrocks are after getting now, they're made a hell of a good use of them.
4-5 to 2-10. The Shamrocks have a point. They have a 65. Ger Fennelly takes it. It's gone to the left, is it? It's gone wide, so Clara still have a chance. About 2 minutes of normal time left. Liam Ryan is in a big hurry. He pucks the ball out to the centre of the field. Lester is under it. Doesn't get it. Eugene Byrne had the ball. Paul Phelan for the Shamrocks. To Michael Fennelly. To Ger Fennelly. No hurl. He kicks it. Blocked out for Clara. Here they come again one more time. Tom Ryan trying to get room to swing. He's fouled, so the referee is to be a free up to Clara. Johnny Ryan to take the free as Kevin Fennelly Sr. is sent off the pitch. Johnny Ryan taking this free for Clara. I don't think he's going to be able to take it from there. He'll have to go back over the 65-metre line. Well, it's about 64 metres out from his own goal. Clara on the attack. 20 metres out from the goal. They pull. Sean Fennelly for the Shamrocks. Free out for the Shamrocks. It was Ger Fennelly, in fact. Back in the heart of his defence. Kevin, he's the remaining goal for the whole match today. He's going to take the free. Into the last minute of normal time. The Shamrocks a point ahead. Kevin to take this free. Not a great hurry on him at this stage. Dropping 30 metres from the Clara goal. Brendan Fennelly puts up his hand, catches it. Back to brother Michael. Michael takes a shot, it's deflected away from him. Kevin Ryan has the ball. Hand passed it out to Johnny. Johnny sends the Clara up the field. Knocked away from Anthony Prendergast. Eugene Byrne can't swing. Ger Fennelly has it centre the field for the Shamrocks. Going over the 45-metre line out from the Clara goal. Hand passed it in, but there's no Shamrocks player there. Liam Ryan, the Clara goalkeeper, comes out. Going to be hooked, he is. Jesper gets the clearance in, but two Shamrocks players waiting for it. Ger Fennelly is one of them. He doesn't miss chances like that, or does say he does. He sent it wide. 30 minutes up. We're playing injury time. The ball is already pucked out. Lester Ryan has fouled as he went for that short puck out. It's going to be a free up for the Shamrocks, 50 metres out from their own goal. Paddy Prendergast coming out. No, Lester Ryan is taking it on the 65-metre line now. He's put it because a Shamrocks player hit the ball away. The last chance for Clara. Ball is dropping 20 metres out. Up they go for it. Who has it? It's beaten away by the Shamrocks defence. Coming to Kevin Ryan. Kevin Ryan to Harry Ryan. Harry Ryan loses the ball. Michael Fennelly is back there. Shamrocks player Tommy Phelan sends the ball up to Johnny Phelan, who came on as a sub on his own 65-metre line. Stephen Huerty for Clara, but it's Seamus Grace to Brendan Fennelly. Tom Ryan for Clara over towards the far side of the field. They must keep this one in, they do. But it's still the Shamrocks. Brendan Fennelly back in his own half, sends the Shamrocks attacking. Up goes Tom Lennon for Clara, gets the ball, hand passes across to Tommy Shea, his captain. Over his own 45-metre line, hand passes across to Johnny Ryan. Johnny Ryan sends him attacking. This surely be the last attack. Up goes to Anthony Prendergast, comes to Harry Ryan. Harry takes a shot, it's half blocked down, dropping in Kevin Fennelly. It's a goal! It's a goal for Clara. No, it's not. No, the goal won't be allowed, or will it? Clara have scored a goal. The referee has gone in. He's talking to the umpires. If Clara get the goal, they'll win the match, surely. The referee is talking to the umpires behind the goal. We must wait and see. We're already in injury time. This is crucial now to know what the referee is going to do. The referee is walking out. What is his decision? It's a goal! It's a goal for Clara.
Come forward, jumped up with Kevin Fennelly. I don't know which one it was. I wouldn't have a clue from this position, to be honest about it, whether he's in the square or whether he wasn't.
Well, the goal has counted. We're waiting on a puck out. I don't know what's going to happen when this game ends. When this game ends. Time is up, I think. Kevin Fennelly
Kevin is not inclined to puck it out.
Not inclined to puck the ball out. It's 3-10. Is 19 to 4, 5 is 17. Clara 2 points ahead, deep into injury time. Now the game goes on. And Shamrocks are on the attack with Ger Fennelly. He's going through. His shot is blocked down. Out to the side of the field. The game is over.
Champions, Star Hurleys, Rainy Dowling, 66 Upper Patrick Street. The best of luck to all the finalists in the County Hurling Championships from Rainy Dowling, Star Hurleys, the
game. Every time they appeared in the final for the first time in a particular grade, they were successful. They maintained that record today. Seamus Brophy, down to you on the pitch.
Right, thank you. We're down here with Paddy Penter. Paddy, congratulations and well done. Terrific performance in the second half.
A great performance, a great comeback in the first half, and the team really kept ahead, especially when we were behind there. And that goal at the end, I know it was luck, but you don't win without luck.
Your forwards really did get going earlier on the second half and they clawed back.
What they did, the forwards, I think, overall played very, very well. Like, they knew they had a chance at half-time. We were 9 points down at one stage, we were near enough to it, and when we came back, we knew we could beat them. So I think it's great credit to Clara, like, to be there at the end and to win in the end, you know.
There's a piece of information I think you already know or should know, that any time that Clara has been in, whether it be junior, inter or senior, for the first time in a final they've won it, and you've completed it by winning the first ever county senior title for Clara.
Thanks for it.
Right, Tom, up to you for a moment while I make my way towards the presentation.
The presentation about to be made, Seamus. Tom O'Shea, the captain of the Clara team, is going to receive the Tom Welch Cup from the chairman of the county board, Tom Murphy. And a big crowd on the pitch now surrounding all the heroes from Clara. And remember, there's a victory social that will be now in the Fox and Goose for the Clara team tonight. There's going to be some crowd there, I would think.
I'd like to congratulate both teams on the
Tom Murphy, chairman of the county board.
exciting county finals we've had in years. So, well done to Clara. They came in the end when they looked to be gone. I say hard luck to Shamrocks. Today wasn't their day, but as they proved in the past, they'll be back again. They always have next year. Just like to congratulate Clara, and as I say today, it's very hard to win your first attempt, and they did it. So I'd just like to say well done to Clara on that magnificent achievement. So without further ado, I'll present the Tom Welch Cup to Tommy Shea. Tommy is now going to make a statement.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, Secretary, members of the County Board, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great pleasure on behalf of the Clara team to accept this, our very first senior county final cup. Last time we're going away. We would like to thank all the people who helped to achieve this great victory, especially our chairman, Norky Hall, Secretary Bob Shortle, our selectors, Liam Nolan, Norky Hall, Dick Cass. We'd like to thank the committee and all the sponsors. They were great help to us in this achievement. We would like to thank one man who put more work into winning this final than any one of us, and that man is our coach and trainer, Paddy Johnson. Finally, I would like to thank the Shamrocks for a very fair and entertaining game. I would like to give a cheer for the Shamrocks. Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip! Thank you very much. Well, as you heard it, Ryan just being announced there, manufacturer for the 1986 County Senior Hurling Final, as Kevin makes his way in towards the presentation area at this stage. Well done, Kevin. Thank you. Right, thanks.
Like
Tom, congratulations, and very worthy winners in Clara there. Did you ever think at any stage you weren't going to do it, even being a point behind?
Well, once we got back after our very bad start of the 3 goals, I think that we had a great chance, at that time. Because during the championship, they were ahead of us at 6 points, and today, at half-time, when we were level, we had a chance. We knew we had a chance, and we had to, if we ever were going to take it.
One thing that can safely be said about Clara out there today, that fitness never failed them at any stage. They stayed going the whole way.
You have to stay going, because there was nothing, there was touch and go there the whole time, and we lost too many matches by giving up in the last 10 minutes, 5 minutes of a game, Last year we were losing by 2 points, mostly in the last 5 minutes of the game. This year we're winning in the last 5 minutes, and we know we have to keep going to the very end of it.
How coveted will this first title, senior title, be for Clara? One to remember?
Of course, it'll always be one to remember.
Right, Tom, thank you. Rejoin us in a few moments' time when I hope to make my way towards the Clara dressing room.
Very good indeed, Seamus. Thank you very much indeed. And it's pretty hectic down there on the pitch in front of the stand. Meanwhile, up here in this stand, I've been joined, I still have Paul with me, and Aidan Fogarty, and Brian Murphy has come up to us as well. Aidan, you fancy Clara at half-time? They made you sweat a little bit there towards the end.
I thought never coming towards the last few minutes that the Shamrocks were going to get through, but Clara persevered and scored a goal in the last couple of minutes.
A couple of easy frees and a few chances went astray there for Clara. It looked as if they might rue the fact that they missed them.
That's right. Clara missed a few chances early in the second half, but then coming towards the end of the second half also, Shamrocks missed a few. And I think on balance, Clara just about deserved their victory.
The last goal, a little bit doubtful, controversial maybe.
Yes, looking here from the press box, it was very hard to say. It was one of those 50-50. It could have gone either way.
On the run of the 60 minutes, perhaps the greater number of scores, Clara might just have deserved to shade it.
Yeah, at half-time I was saying that Clara had got 7 points, whereas the Shamrocks had only scored 1. And I think in the second half that trend continued. That Clara had the better scores overall. And I thought on that they just about deserved the victory.
And I suppose the Shamrocks have been there for so long, a change has to be good for the game.
It has to be, but the Shamrocks have been very good champions and very good ambassadors for Kilkenny over the years, and I think most neutrals now were glad to see Clara winning.
You'll be back to us in a fortnight, Aidan, will you?
We'll be back around, I think, on the 9th or 10th of October.
You're looking forward to that?
Well, hopefully, yeah.
Do you expect to have more or less the same Offaly team as last year?
We're not too sure at the moment. We're still waiting for our new coach to be announced. So that's happening next week, I believe, and our new selectors also. So it's very hard to know what sort of a team we'll have. But it'll be basically the same as during the Leinster Championship.
Well, of course, we do know you've got a new trainer. You will have a new trainer. Now, Brian, did you fancy Clara there 5 minutes from the end?
No, it looked as if Shamrocks were going to win towards the end there. But in fairness to Clara, they didn't give up, kept plugging away, and they got that goal in the finish.
How much of a loss do you feel now in retrospect was Maurice Mason's absence to the Shamrocks team?
Well, the way the Shamrocks started, it looked as if he wasn't a great loss to him. But the fact that he was missing